everyone, welcome to another video. Today I have a big try-on haul with items I bought from SHEIN. Now SHEIN is not a new website, many of you probably know about it for years. It used to be called SHEIN Site, but they've changed the name. I like the website, it is a Chinese one. I have shopped on many occasions here. On first look, it looks like they're more teenage oriented, but I think this is just because the teenage groups are the leading spenders, so it's understandable why the page would look like it does. But digging more deep, you can find, by selecting the styles, you can find some real gems that are quite affordable. It is not like the top quality pieces you can get for the price, and they're also not that cheap. I mean, if we're going to compare it with AliExpress or everything for £5, but still is nothing terrible. Because it's an older brand, they have a huge community and you can see a lot of feedback like social media photos of people wearing an item, which for me it is a deal breaker. I always check pictures and the feedback. In other words, I lose a lot of time when shopping on a site. So let's just go to my items and see what I've got. Just to say before we start that you can find all the pieces and sizes on the chart at the end of the video for references, so I can spare you from talking too much and making this video super long. I was really waiting it to come because this is the one that is very similar to the one that I got from Everything for £5. Just the difference was that one had 2 splits at the front and 2 splits at the back, and this one only has like a split at the front. It has elastic sleeves. It has a zipper at the side, and it's somewhere below the knees, and that's the split over there. Looking at just like this, I think it's going to be a little bit wide at the waist because it seems a little bit wider than a usual dress that I would wear, but on seeing that, it's a very unstretchy material, so I might be wrong. So next we have a pajama set. They are a satin material, they feel very smooth, very nice. They have this piping at the top of the pajama. They also have some adjustable straps. And then the bottom part has elastic band around the waist and the same piping on the bottom of the trousers. Moving on, this is a top. It's like a mesh top that has velvet material, like flowers on it. You can see how transparent it is. You can see my arm on it, and it feels very nice. It feels very soft on the flowers. I really like the material. It has a high neck and long sleeves. This next one, it's a little black dress that comes somewhere below the knees. It has square opening and some cup sleeves, and then it's just a basic black material. It's not very stretchy. I feel like this one is going to be too tight, but I'm gonna put it on later on and I'll see, because the material is nothing like perfect. It doesn't feel like a nice material. It feels like it's going to be uncomfortable. Okay, the next piece, even before trying this one on, I'm really feeling that I'm going to like this one. As you can see, it has my favorite polka dots. It has this almost like a, what is this called? I think it's called like mermaid style of a dress. It has tying at the sleeves, and it is with the square opening at the top. So next we have this green top. I can see it's very open. That V neck comes almost to the middle of the blouse. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull this without a bralette or a cami top underneath, because I think it's going to be too much open. It has like sparkles on it, and the material just feels absolutely itchy and scratchy. I don't think this is going to be comfortable to wear it for a long time. But yeah, it has more shine than is actually shown on the camera, but we'll see once I try it on. Okay, next one is this polka dot dress. It has orange polka dots on the material, on the fabric, which is white. It has elastic band on the waist and some panels that are widening out at the bottom. Has V opening at the top, and then some ruffles on the sleeves with some smaller print of the polka dot. It also has this collar that ties out around the waist, so you can make a large bow with it. I'm super excited about this next one. This is a robe. It's a satin effect. I love wearing those because it's just perfect when you're coming out of the shower and you don't want to be in that wet towel that you just used. And while I'm putting creams on and taking care of my body, I love to be dressed up in these robes. It feels very nice. It feels very smooth. I'm not sure about the make, the quality of it, because it doesn't feel like it's the best make, but I don't mind because I'm only wearing this for myself at home. It also has this tie around the waist and some, as you can see, the whole thing has piping like on the sleeves, around the tie, around the whole robe at the front. It came with this cute little fabric that you put over your eyes for to sleep at night. So next I have these sandals. They have two straps at the front and they have an elastic strap at the back. They're not very high, you can see the heel is small, it's not really high. I was taking those so I can be wearing them maybe in daytime, but I'm afraid that they're not going to be too comfortable because those straps are just not flexible. Okay, this one that I'm about to show it to you, it's not from this haul. It was bought like a couple of months ago, but I haven't worn it yet, so I thought I may as well just include it here. This is another polka dot dress. It's very similar to the orange one that I showed you. It has this mesh with dots again at the top, with piping at the neck. It has this lace at the front that is actually a little bit like elastic. It feels really nice. It feels very good made. At first I was thinking this was just a pattern, but it's actually sewn on, and it has the panel connecting again like the other dress. This is how it looks at the back, and it has elastic band at the sleeves, and it's 3/4 sleeves, of course. It's tiny little bit of a puffy sleeves, but not too much. And the last one that also didn't come with this haul, it came with the polka dot dress because I was missing like, I think this was like £2. I was missing for, I think it was free shipping or something like that. This is gonna look very short. This was advertised as a dress, but I don't think I can pull off this as a dress. So we'll see once I try this on. It has a flower pattern on the fabric. It has these cute buttons at the front. They're very large, and also comes with a tie around the waist. Just to mention, this is a small bag that came with my purchase. This was a present from SHEIN, and it's about holding your chain. It's just a small purse. Okay, starting with the fun part, or not so fun for me just now, because I just realized that these sandals are a little bit small for me, because you can see the heel is popping out at the back. That's not how a sandal should fit. And also on the sides, I can see that my feet are too wide for this model of a sandal. When it comes to the width of the shoe, I wasn't expecting it to be quite fitting because I have quite wide feet and I'm expecting sandals to fit this way, so it's nothing unusual for me. But when it comes to the length of the shoe, I'm actually surprised because this came in size 40 and I usually wear like 39. I only size up to 40 in boots because I need to wear socks and stuff, but these were actually surprisingly small for the size that they're actually advertised. So I would definitely recommend, if you're going to purchase this shoe and if you have feet that they're gonna fit a little bit better on the width, size up. Also, because of the same problem, these straps feel like they're just sinking into my feet, and because they're not stretchy material, they don't have any stretch to it. It feels very uncomfortable. I feel like if I was about to wear this like for even 3 hours, it would start to feel very painful. Because I don't have the necessary support underneath my feet, I don't feel like I could actually safely walk in these shoes because they're very wonky. Okay, so here is my first dress. I absolutely love this one. The only problem is it's very static. You can see it just keeps pulling to my legs. I love how it opens at the top. I love the sleeves, they're a little bit puffy and I really like them. It's a little bit wide around my waist, as I said when I was seeing this with just naked eye, but that's okay because if a dress is wide like this, I can just put on belt. If it's too tight, there is nothing I can do. So I'd rather the dress be wide than to be actually too tight. You can see it's very static. It's really annoying, but it's okay. We can solve that. It's not a big deal. And here it is. I'm trying to put the belt on so you can see that that's just not an issue. I actually like with the belt on. I like everything better with the belt on because I think it just gives a little bit of a different outlook. Here's how I look at the back. The reason why I sized up in this dress is because it was not available in my size, so I really liked the model and I thought I'm just gonna have to have it. And I'm really glad that I did because there's nothing wrong with the fit. It actually looks very nice and I think this is going to be one of my favorite pieces for this summer. On to the next one. This, I really, really love this one. It actually fits me just right on the body. I don't have a lot of space on it. It just falls on my hips. It's showing on my stomach a little bit because it's a little bit tight. I don't have a lot of breathing room, but I don't mind. It's very flowy, it's very wide at the bottom, and I really like the fit. It's transparent, so I would suggest wearing nude underwear under this. And then the sleeves are just fitting nice. I'm not sure even for the bra because it feels a little bit tight around my chest. Maybe I'm gonna have to wear this without a bra. I love the sleeves. I love the lace. It really looks expensive. It doesn't look like a very cheap lace. And a whole dress, it looks like just really nice. It's something that I like to wear and I feel very comfortable and very light in it. Next on is the pajama set. I like them. They actually look very nice. They are a little bit wide around my waist, but they are a little bit tight around my hips. So it's just one of those problems that I was speaking about in the previous video, that if I find bottom part, pants or trousers or anything that fits me right on the legs, they're going to be too wide at my waist or the other way around. But other than that, they feel very nice. They feel very comfortable. I'm not sure about sleeping with those because I've never slept in something that is unnatural material. I usually wear cotton, but just for to have them around the house as a loungewear in the summer nights, I think they're really nice. Also, I was not able to size up because these were the biggest size that was available on the web page. On to the next piece. This is the robe. This is so far my favorite piece of the whole thing. I know it's not something that you go out with, but I don't know. I just love this one and I love the idea of hanging around the house with wearing this one. I love the way it ties up. It actually feels just right. It doesn't feel like it's too wide on me or too tight. It's just comfortable enough. I like the material. I wish it had pockets, but that's just me because I used to have a similar something like this one, and that thing had pockets on it. So I'm just out of habit now looking for the pockets, but I think with time I'll just get used to it. Here is how it looks at the back. I mean, you could see that that's not the best make. The stitching is just with a lot of creases and it's not the best thing you could probably get. And I could see also the foldings from being packaged, but washing this one time, those lines are just gonna disappear. And I think I'm gonna use this one a lot. I could see myself wearing this a lot on top of these pajamas, just as it is now, because the pajamas have no sleeves and that might make me feel a little bit cold in some nights. So yeah, just throwing on this on top of the pajamas, I think is just a great look for just around the house. I feel very luxurious and I feel really nice wearing those together. Okay, this dress almost gave me a headache. Seeing it like this on the camera, it doesn't look terrible, but it feels terrible. I feel like a walking curtain, like I just took my curtain from the bathroom and I made myself a dress. It's very wrinkled. I think this is just gonna wrinkle a lot because the material the way it is. I love the sleeves, I like the tie, but I just don't feel comfortable. It just feels very unnatural material and it feels awful. You get unnatural materials. Many of these dresses are unnatural materials, but they just don't feel so awful. I don't know, I feel bulky, I don't feel feminine at all, and I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do about this one. I expected those dots to be less light than that. They look almost red on the camera now, but in person they're very light orange. They almost feel like they're neon. I feel like it's just too much fabric and too much dots. I love polka dots, but they just feel like too much on this dress. I don't know, maybe splitting this dress as a skirt and then a crop top is going to be a better idea, and style them with something more subtle than this. Like, I don't know, some white pants or red pants and white top with the skirt at the bottom. I don't know, I'm probably gonna do something about this one. I don't see myself wearing it as it is. Okay, so here is the next one. Just as I saw this one, I knew I'm not going to be able to pull this one as a dress. You can see my underwear underneath, and if I pull it up, it just gets too short, and if I pull it down, it gets too open at the top. So yeah, there is no way I could wear this as a dress. Also, it has a lot of extra fabric at the back. It's not flattering at all. I could see my underwear again, my bra is visible. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find another different solution for wearing this one. Maybe wear it more like a top. Actually, on saying that, I think I have a great idea that this can go on top of those white pants that I bought from Everything for £5 because they are transparent and I need something long like this to cover them. I'll be back once I put those pants on. So now we're talking. I could definitely see myself wearing this outfit as it is. It just covers completely the part that I need to be covered on the pants. I took away the tie from the pants so they don't add to the fabric on the top. I've minimized the straps a little bit, and I definitely like the fit now. It looks like a decent shirt that you can wear in the summertime. I actually like the whole style just like this, even with those sandals, although I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to wear those sandals. But yeah, I like the print on this shirt now. I like the way it actually cinched in my waist. I like how it covers, and yeah, overall, like I would give this outfit 8 out of 10. Okay, next we have this top. I really, really love this one. I really like that it's transparent, but not too much transparent. I like the flowers, the black flowers on it. I would probably wear this one tucked in into the pants because I feel that looks more put together. It looks more styled. I love the high neck and I love the length of the sleeves because with a mesh top like this, you would like to be a little bit more covered. It's looser, it doesn't feel too tight, which is exactly the way I want it to be because I don't like things that are too tight on my body. So yeah, it just feels very comfortable, it feels very nice, and I could see myself wearing this one a lot. Okay, this next top is one of those things that you neither hate them or love them. It's definitely very open. I had to put a cami top underneath. It feels very scratchy. It feels very itchy. I don't feel like I'm gonna be comfortable wearing this a lot, like for a long time. It does feel a little bit softer on the inside, but I still don't feel comfortable. It just once in a while, it reminds you of the material that is actually made from. I wish it was a little bit longer because tacking this in with the cami top just like that, it feels like too much happening, and taking it out, it just feels like it's too short to cover my pants. So I'm not sure about the length. I wish it was a little bit longer. on the hips maybe, and I don't like the way it actually fits at the sleeves because my shoulders are wide and this is a little bit of a thinner fit. It just adds a little bit of extra fabric there at the shoulders, and it feels like this one was borrowed from someone. It doesn't feel like it was actually my top. It also feels like it's much more of a darker color on the camera than actually is in person. In person is very shiny and very light green. If you can see that lightest shade that I'm trying to point out with the finger just now, that's exactly how it looks in person. Okay, so if my style was a dress, it will be exactly this dress. I really, really love this one. This is exactly everything that I want to wear. I love the straps, they're tie up, they're very cute that way. I love the way it actually lies on my body. I do have a little bit of an extra fabric there, but pushing this down, maybe if I loosen up a little bit the straps, I think it's gonna fit just right. I think just my natural waist is a little bit lower than that. But I really, really love this one because it has the polka dots, it has a square opening, which I love. It really falls down on my waist, really nice, and on my hips. It flares out at the bottom. You could see that there is a lot of extra material there, which makes it a little bit more flirty. And those ties at the sleeves are just making this dress look very cute, very nice. I definitely could see myself wearing this one a lot. So this is definitely one of the pieces from this haul that scores 10 out of 10. I even feel like wearing it like this with the straps at the bottom, just with a bra like that. It feels very comfortable because it just fits so nice on my body that it doesn't feel like that's gonna fall off or go somewhere. So yeah, I feel very comfortable. Okay, so we've came to the last one. Last one is this black dress and it feels very tight. I don't feel very comfortable in it, I must say. I don't wear a bra because there was no way I could fit this with a brown, but it flattens my chest area. I don't like the way it fits. It's very tight on my body, especially around my hips area. And I don't know, I was in two minds about sizing down on this one because all the reviews were just to size down, but I feel like on my body I should have just leave it as it was, like my size. Other than that, I like the square opening, I love the sleeves, but I just don't like the way it fits on my body. I don't feel like this is flattering. You could see those creases, it feels very tense. That's not how a dress is supposed to look like or fit like. So this is the thing that I was talking about in the previous clip. Like if a dress is wide a little bit around my waist, as you can see, there is a little bit extra fabric. There's things I can do, like put a belt on, or I don't know, try to style it a little bit with a coat on, and that wouldn't be visible. But there is nothing I can do now for being tight around the hip area. So yeah, unless I slim down like 5 kilos, I don't see myself wearing this dress a lot. I'll see, I might have to give it to someone. I'll put this belt on just so you can see if this was a number larger, that I could just put a belt there, and actually it looks very dressy like this. It looks much more simpler without the belt, but with the belt on now it just looks a little bit dressier, and I think this would be a really good dress. It's just I got the wrong size. That is all for today. Overall, I'm quite happy with this purchase, with the black and white polka dots dress and the robe being my favorite ones, and the green top my least favorite. Here you can find the sizes and prices of the items. Make sure to check my other video, subscribe if you think you should support me on this channel, give me a like if you liked it, and find me on social media. Thank you very much for watching.